Alright, welcome back. On this video, this is video number 7, I believe. Yeah, this is video number 7. Yes. I'm going to talk about a variety of things. I'm going to start off with key factors when it comes to investing in stock. The first thing you want to think about is the risk level. What is the risk level involved with that stock? And what is your risk level? Because a lot of us can withstand more risk than others. And it really depends a lot on where you are in your age. Because someone that's around my age, we have a lower risk tolerance. We don't just want to, go for it all at one shot most of the time. Even though we may have the information, we still want to try to, land on our feet, if you will. The next thing you want to, one of the factors you want to consider is the time horizon. How long will it take for you to accumulate or get that reward, so to speak, right? For that stock to rise to where it pays you off. So sometimes, you know how the stock market is volatile. Stocks will drop and stocks will come back up, right? So when the stocks drop, you have to have the ability to withstand that time horizon. It might take a year, 2 years, to come back up. Sometimes that happens in the stock market world. So don't let that discourage you, because remember, the way I'm being taught and the way I'm sharing with you guys is to buy and hold, not to buy and trade tomorrow. Buy and hold for at least 10 years and keep learning how this system works. And by as time goes on, you become wiser and wiser about how things work. And the next thing that's a key factor are the sectors. What are sectors? That's what area you want to buy stock in, right? As I told you on a previous video, I'm going to buy stock in things that I use, like video lights, cameras, desktop, laptop, those type of things, to start off, because those are things that I use. I'll, do a little research and find out what I really want to invest in. But those will be the market that I will initially go into, because there are things that I'm familiar with. Now, the equation of time value of money, keep that in mind. The future value equation, that's what this I'm getting ready to explain to you is called. It's the equation for the time value of money. And the way that works is the things that you need to know are the interest rate, you need to know the number of years, you need to know the number of compounds per year, and need to know the initial investment amount. Those are the ingredients you need to know when you're going to plug in the numbers into the future value computer or equation computer, which you can go to online, and it will give you the results of how that works. I'm not going to go into a lot of that right now, because that's more technical than I believe I or you guys may be at this point. So I'm going to continue. I want to talk about 2 basic types of risk when you're buying stocks. One is called the market order. Now, you may pay whatever price the stock is worth when the order is executed. That's a market order. You pay whatever price the stock is worth when the order is executed. Then you have the limit order. You limit the maximum or minimum price you're willing to buy or sell. And that way you avoid a surprise, right? Because a lot of times if you buy a stock for $50, by the time it actually is executed, you may be paying $50.95 or something like that, right? So a lot of times you'll be paying $49.98. So you have to be mindful that exists when you are purchasing stocks. The next thing I want to talk about is a bid price. The price you pay for a stock is not the price you sell it for. Remember the concept, buy low, sell high. So the price that you're going to pay for stock is not the price that you're going to sell it for. And the bid price is what you can sell it for. The bid price, that's what you can sell that stock for. And the ask price is what you can buy it for. Let that register in your mind. The bid price is what you can buy it for, and the bid price is what you can sell it for, and the ask for price is what you can buy it for. I hope I said that right. Anyway, the next thing we're going to talk about is something that I want you to remember from here on out, because you want to find places that you can keep up with what's going on in the stock market. CNN Money is a place you can go to online and just read certain things. I know our people don't really like to read a lot, and that's one of the things that is kind of going to be what we call a limiting factor when it comes to gaining more knowledge about it, because that's basically why I'm creating this video, because to make it so that you don't have to read. So I want to read for you. I want to share things for you, and you can just watch. You can just listen to some of the things that I'm saying, and then you can go from there. Or you can take the time to read yourself. I recommend you read, but as I indicated, not everybody are readers, and I understand. It's conditioned, So let me talk to you a little bit about this for a second. Now, as I indicated to you, that my company teaches people how to set up the foundation of their online business while assisting them with becoming comfortable speaking about it. So if you have any inclination that you would like to start a business, or anybody you know would like to start an online business doing what they love and generating a profit. Now, this is not a get-rich-quick process. It's actually creating the business, understanding how the business works, and working with a system that's already designed and structured to generate a result or an outcome, which is what you want. You want to shift what you're doing now, which is working for someone else, or maybe just being unemployed, or maybe you have a job. You want to have an income on the side that you can kind of count on as well as your regular income, in case your regular income, if that well dries up. And then you can always continue growing your business, because your business is going to be based on what you like. Just like the things that I do here, I love doing this type of stuff so much that even if I wasn't making any money, which in the beginning I wasn't making any money. Not only was I not making any money, but people that were around me were looking at me like, why does he keep doing that? And then now there's a shift. The shift has happened, and people are wanting to know how I can show them how to do certain things, and that's what I want. I want to show you how to do certain things, but on certain levels there are fees, right? So now things are not just I can give it to you, because sometimes my time is kind of busy, so now I have to charge people for certain things. But from time to time I still do things pro bono, but that's just the way I like to do things. Now, this is one of the things that I want you to consider when you're talking about buying stocks. Always consider that what you're looking at when you look at those charts and when you look at those that information is not rocket science. It's not like like babble to you. It may be at first, but once you've been explained certain things about certain things that you need to look at, then that's all you need to look at. The rest will come to you later as you get better at looking at those things, right? So don't get discouraged, don't get frustrated, stay focused, and I'll see you on the next video.